Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. The give is to Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Play fake. Here's Prescott. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
On play action, Prescott. And he finds Beasley complete. A very solid gain of 27. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Here's Elliott. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. About 3 yards there to the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A give to Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll run with Elliott. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not. And they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. While we have a second, wanted to touch on a new program that's making its debut that's got a lot of people excited, Charles. It's the Madden 99 Club. Now, what that is, gives special recognition to those guys with an overall rating of 99. Of course, that's as good as it gets. So through a partnership with our friends at Nike, you're going to see custom, one-of-a-kind gold 99 Club cleats and gloves. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 54 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Falcons coming back onto the field here. And earlier we gave a dubious stat about Matt Ryan. How about a dubious team stat after that loss last week, Charles? Falcons first team since 1966 to score 36 points or more in back-to-back weeks and lose both games.
Well, that doesn't even make any sense because their head coach Dan Quinn, what's his background? Defense, and normally that comes out and shines for him, but they've had a lot of injuries on that side of the ball, lost some key personnel. Let's give him some good news, though. Julio Jones leading the league in yards with 502. No touchdowns, though. They've got to get him in the end zone. And the rookie, Calvin Ridley, leads the league in touchdowns with 6. That's pretty impressive.
It is interesting, though. Julio Jones on pace for 2,000 yards, but no scores. On second down, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Ryan on first down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. Throwing again. Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ryan now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Now it's Ryan. Coleman has it here right side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now it's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. To throw again is Ryan. That's caught. It's Coleman. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's one where kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Duke Riley coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So out come the Falcons now. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 30. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right?
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Grady Jarrett able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Play action now. Prescott. Buying time to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 46. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, CD, a quick look back at Week 4 in the NFL. Not good for rookie QBs. They went 0 for 4. You had Rosen and Mayfield making their first starts, both close losses.
Yeah, and Sam Darnold took on Jacksonville, one of the better defenses in the league. That's a tough go, and obviously lost that game. And then how about Josh Allen in Buffalo? Going to Green Bay, the Packers wearing the throwback uniforms. He almost didn't have a chance in that one. That was a really difficult one. But you mentioned Rosen and Mayfield. Close losses, acquitted himself pretty well overall, although Mayfield did turn it over 4 times in the game. But I like what we're seeing out of him. The one winner, though, is Lamar Jackson, but it doesn't go on his record. He wasn't the starting quarterback, used a little bit in their game in their win over Pittsburgh.
23 yards on the play. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. On third down, Elliott. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8.
And 3 yards on the carry there as this defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta 1st down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Hey, Tuesday.
Ryan will throw again. And this one brought in by Sanu. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Kill.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He's going to go deep for big, and that's caught inside the 35. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play fake. Here's Prescott. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
Get out.
He'll get it up the middle. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Yeah. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And give him a gain of 37. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. But they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Ryan forced out to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And that one results in 35 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 45. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. Now for the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know, are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
There's pride on the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what the battle is.
And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. One last shot for Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Airing it out for Hearns. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head